Let's talk about a little thing called gold. I'm talking about the gold that you make in World of Warcraft. Today I'm going to talk Wrath of the Lich King investments. It's the video that literally 2 of you guys asked me to make, so I'm making it. Wrath of the Lich King was the peak of World of Warcraft, both in player base, and some will tell you it was the perfect mix of hardcore and casual MMO elements. But I'm not here to debate the good and the bad of World of Warcraft, no. I'm here to tell you what I'm buying now to make money when Wrath comes out. The first thing that I am stocking up on are materials for blacksmithing and engineering, both 2 level and some of the endgame TBC materials. With Wrath of the Lich King comes the new class, the Death Knight. It's a plate-wearing physical damage dealer or tank. And with new characters, we're going to see an increased demand for the materials needed to level professions. Engineering, jewel crafting, and blacksmithing are all great options for Death Knight, so I expect the price of ore to increase moving into Wrath. When we move from WoW Classic to WoW TBC Classic, we had a pre-patch before the actual expansion came out where people were allowed to level the new races that are available in TBC. So I think if the WoW Classic team saw favorable results from that experiment, we're going to see something similar going into Wrath, where maybe Death Knights are going to be available for the month leading up into Wrath of the Lich King. Anyway, I'm starting to watch the price of mithril and thorium ore specifically and buying it when it dips down. I'm also going to keep an eye on tin since that always seems to be in short supply when I'm leveling professions that require ore. In Phase 5 and Phase 6 for TBC Classic, I'll start to watch the prices of fell iron ore and adamantite ore and buy it when it dips down. But honestly, we're seeing adamantite start to dip down already, so we'll see how much lower it goes. For right now, I'm not really stocking up. I'm just kind of buying it for jewel crafting as one of my main money makers currently. Number 2, we're going to look at cooking recipes and materials. The next category I'm going to focus on is some of the high-level cooking items. This includes recipes and fish that I can buy up really cheap. In Wrath, you have a lot of high-level food gated behind cooking dailies. Some people will be prepared, but others will realize once Wrath comes out that they actually do need to level cooking on 1 or more of their characters. So between cooking level 275 and 300 are typically really expensive skill points to get currently, and I think it's just going to continue to be scarce resources. There's usually not a ton of these materials up on the auction house. Here are the materials and recipes that I plan on stocking up on. Recipes, sadly, do not stack, so I'll have to keep that in mind and maybe park an alt up by the vendors that sell these so that I can restock easily. The third category of items that I'm going to be watching are herbs. When Wrath of the Lich King comes out, or perhaps in the pre-patch, we're going to have a new profession that a ton of people will want to check out, and that is inscription. Inscription is a powerful and costly profession that uses herbs to create pigment that makes dye in order to create other items. It's a lot like jewel crafters, where you take 5 ore and prospect it for gem. You're going to take 5 herbs and prospect it for pigments. For those looking to level up this profession fast, they're going to be buying up a lot of herbs. And most people that are in the know are going to want to rush this profession up. And the reason for that is in order to learn new glyphs, the crafter must use materials for major and minor research. This is a 20-hour cooldown, so the faster that you learn the new glyphs, the more money you can make right out of the gate. So every 20 hours, you're going to learn a new recipe. And in the very, very beginning, if you happen to get a really good recipe discovered right off the bat, you can be making glyphs and listing them for 300 to 500 gold per, when they cost probably about 20 gold to make. We also will have new powerful Dark Moon card trinkets that are best in slot for a lot of classes. I'm mainly going to be focusing on herbs that I can pick up for under 10 silver. I have my TSM organized into the different ink types, and I anticipate Lion's Ink to be in super high demand at the start of the expansion because a lot of highly desired glyphs take the Lion's Ink to make. And the last thing on my list is enchanting materials. I haven't started collecting these yet, but I plan to start late in TBC when more people are running 10 mans and more dungeons and, just playing the content that would actually increase the stock of enchanting mats. I'll mainly be looking to stock up on void crystals, large prismatics, greater planar essence, and arcane dust. I expect the price to dip down prior to Wrath coming out, and then to increase as players need these items to craft their enchanting rod and to level up enchanting. Also, these materials will continue to be used for mongoose enchants throughout the expansion, since a lot of people view that as a cheaper alternative enchant on your weapon over the Wrath Phase 1. I expect this market to be part of my long game, and I'll check prices every once in a while and sell things off in small amounts. Okay, I lied. There's actually a fifth thing that I'm going to make sure that I have a lot of, and that is gold. I didn't have a whole lot of liquid money going into TBC. I had around 10,000, and I'd really like to have quite a bit more than that when Wrath comes out so that I can quickly buy up the things that I need and get a head start on crafting. Anytime a new phase or expansion comes out, that is prime time to make tons and tons of gold. And there you have it. Those are the things that I'm going to be focusing on investing in for when Wrath of the Lich King comes. If you have anything that you want to share with the class about what you're investing in, drop a comment below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.